Question here of the overlapping sets topic. The question says some of the people in town X are left-handed, some are tall, some are both, and some are neither. So that's a bifurcation of town X. Similarly, in town Y, three times as many people are left-handed as are in town X, three times as many are tall as are in town X, and so on. That means the comparison of people in town X with town Y of the similar nature has been given. So now when I started this question for the very first time, then I made a smaller mistake that I started making the two Venn diagrams of these two different towns or the two grids of the two different towns. But the thing was that it was not very useful. So what I started doing was that I simply started writing this way, that let's assume that in town X, the people who are left-handed is represented by L, people who are representing the tall is T, both is represented by B, and neither is represented by N. Right? So that way what happens is I can quickly write the similar population for town Y in terms of the population of town X. For example, in the second row, it reads in town Y, three times as many people are left-handed as are left-handed in town X. That means if in town X we have left-handed people is L, then in town Y the left-handed people will be 3L. Likewise, it says that three times as many people are tall as are in town X, so 3T. Three times as many people are both as are in town X, so 3B. But no one is neither. So the count of neither here is 0. Now if the total number of people in town X is 4 times as great as the total people in Y. So let's quickly calculate the total population. Total population for town X will be L plus T minus B plus N. Now, one problem, people think that why is this minus B? So understand this thing. If I was representing it using the Venn diagram, I would do it this way. This is, let's say I'm making this Venn diagram for town X, right? So here is this. This is left-handed, tall, both, neither. So the total population, that means if I were to take the union of it, it will be L plus T minus B and then the outside plus N. That will be the total population, and that's exactly what I've done here as well. Likewise, the question says that the total population of Y, which will be 3 times of L plus 3 times of T plus 3 times of minus 3 times of B plus 0. And the population of town X is 4 times as great as the population of town Y. So this population is equal to 4 times the population of town Y. Now, which of the following could be? Now, this is another very important term. We should just pay attention to this term. Could be. Could be means there is one possibility. So we are not going to arrive at a unique answer, the exact answer, but there is a possibility that we have to decipher about people who is N, which is represented by N. So if you simplify this equation, what we can see is N is equal to 12L plus 12T minus 12B minus L plus T minus B. So if we simplify this, we will get 11 times of L plus T minus B. So the only conclusion that we can make about N here is that it must be a multiple of 11, right? So now we have to start looking at which option gives us a number that is a multiple of 11. 23 is not, 39 is not, 72 is not, 143 is our answer, and therefore 143 out of the 5 given options, D option is a possible answer for this question, and therefore the answer becomes D. E option is also not a multiple of 11, so you can rule out that as well. I hope you enjoyed the explanation. If you liked it, then please click the like button on the YouTube channel and subscribe the YouTube channel as well.